This is First Coast News on your side.
First tonight, breaking news. A deadly shooting in Jacksonville Beach leading to a massive police response. The gunfire erupting around 8:30 this evening near the 2nd Avenue beach access. At least 3 people have been shot. 1 person is dead. 2 others are in critical condition. Jacksonville Beach police believe there are multiple suspects, but no arrests have been made at this hour. This is a live look at Jacksonville Beach right now. We're told the shooting happened outside and police have closed the area to the public, treating it as an active situation. Here's exactly where we're talking. This all happening near the 2nd Avenue beach access point a few blocks south of the Jacksonville Beach Pier. We have live team coverage tonight. Renata DiGregorio is speaking with witnesses tonight, but we're going to begin with Zach Wilcox with the latest. And Zach, you've been out there for several hours now. What are you seeing? What have you learned?
Yeah, Riley, the scene has actually changed quite a bit here in just the past 30 minutes since you last checked in with us. The police cruisers that had this area blocked off have left, but you can now see caution tape all the way down by that beach access point at 2nd Avenue that you're talking about. We're right at 2nd Street and 2nd Avenue, that is. But they had an area blocked off all the way down to Beach Boulevard. You can still see some flashing lights down there. We did get that update from the spokesperson with the police department who mentioned that they are currently working on trying to get identity or possible descriptions, that is, for the suspects out. So they're working on that right now, and they're kind of keeping their possibilities open as to how many people they're looking for at this point. And we've seen cruisers going in all different kinds of directions as they try and track down any kind of leads. But you mentioned 3 people shot here, including 1 who was killed. And we talked with some folks who mentioned they saw lots of people running earlier tonight. At this point, it has cleared out quite a bit now. A lot of folks have gotten back to their cars. You know, folks who probably plan to be out on St. Patrick's Day night pretty late, but their festivities wrapped up early with this tragedy, and definitely a frantic energy around downtown Jacksonville Beach tonight.
We've got a lot of work ahead of us to figure out everything, put all the pieces together. So we're just asking that if anybody sees anything, hears anything, knows of someone that was involved, to please call the Jacksonville Beach Police Department so we can get that information.
It's a busy weekend. This is Players Weekend. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's spring break. We have a lot going on out here. So the fact that we had a couple of bad actors out here that really made a dangerous situation for everyone is extremely tragic and unfortunate.
So we're joined by our crime and safety analyst, Ken Jefferson. Ken, we just heard from the mayor that there was a lot happening this weekend. Folks were out here. It was a busy night. So just your thoughts on having all this happen with such festivities happening.
Well, you know, St. Patty's Day is Sunday. It's a beautiful day. Everything was going great until it wasn't. It was a lot of people here. The person who actually did the shooting, or persons, I'm not sure exactly if it's more than one, actually shot it outside into a crowd of people. This could have been way worse than just one fatality. It's unfortunate there is one fatality and two people injured, but it could have been way worse. It was organized chaos for quite some time until the police arrived. When the police arrived, they came in droves. They had all their backups with them. They had the air unit up. I'm certain because of the crowd that they solicited help from other agencies as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ken. I appreciate it. So we're continuing to wait for more updates. We should have another update in the morning. We're hoping from Jacksonville Beach Police Department. The next thing that we're waiting for is that description, possibly of any suspects that they are looking for. But we'll wrap it up here in Jacksonville Beach at 2nd Avenue. Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.
Well, thank you, Zach. We now turn to our Renata DiGregorio. And Renata, you've been speaking with witnesses tonight. What are they saying about what happened?
Riley, we've talked to a couple people who say they heard many gunshots. There were a lot of people running, and a few who say they actually saw a man have to get CPR and that person fall to his knees. Where they say that happened is actually right where we are right now. We're right at the corner by Joe's Crab Shack, so Beach Boulevard and 2nd Avenue. And right over here, it is dark, but there are a number of evidence markers. We've seen a few. I know one said the number 7 on it, and there are a number of officers over here still doing work. They've been going around with flashlights. They're taking pictures. One appears to have a pretty long pole right now. I'm not sure what he's doing with that, but there's very active crime scene over here as they're still investigating. This whole area also is blocked off with the police tape, and make sure you don't try and come over here. I know the police and the mayor, everyone is advising stay home, avoid this area. We right now have not seen very many people over here so far. Just from the last 30 minutes or so that we've been in this spot, there have only been about 4 people who've been walking around. So it's much different than when it was earlier, when, as we said, there were a few men we spoke to who were at Sneakers right here, and they say there were a number of people running. Here's what they had to say.
And it happened once, and then we're like, okay, something's happening, and then not even 20 minutes later,
a second
3
one.
shots go off. I'm just outside smoking a cigarette.
Naturally.
Boom, 80 people running down the street. Watch a dude drop to his knees. It was...
They said this is not what they were expecting going out for their St. Patty's Day. I know I was at the beach earlier today, just about 3 hours before this happened. A lot of families out here today, especially with it being spring break. So that is on the minds of many people I know who've been around here. But we are at the edge of this perimeter. Again, it's right by Joe's Crab Shack, and this area is blocked off. Very active scene behind me with the investigators. Of course, if we get any update as to what suspect information will look like, we'll bring that to you as breaking news here on First Coast News. But for now, I'm Renata DeGregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
Thank you, Renata. And our team coverage from Jacksonville Beach will continue later this newscast with a live interview with our crime analyst. And you can find the latest anytime on the First Coast News app. We'll send you a link to download it. Just text the word app to 904-633-2402.